Okay, so it's been a while since I've done a video. I just had my firstborn, and then work's been busy, so here I am trying to make this quick. This one's not going to be an easy one, and I'm probably going to get some backlash for it, but it's my opinion, so if you don't like it, don't watch it, or if you do like it, share it. So if I was looking, well, not looking, I was looking inward and thinking of, for us to have as many veterans as we have committing suicide, what are we as a group, as a, as a group of people, a community not doing to help? And I think it's it goes both ways, right? So with those who do commit suicide, you are like, there should never be a point where you're feeling like you're by yourself. Now, there's plenty of places that you can reach out to. And I'm going to say this part too. I feel like for me, and I don't know how everybody else feels, but I feel like for me, my depression and anxiety and everything else that came with that was made worse by myself, right? So I have that trauma and I had those things happen to me, but I fed so much of my time and energy into that I'm to blame for part of that. Maybe not what happened to me, but what happened after that was 100% on me. I chose to wallow in all of that because I felt like there was no way out of it. So as a veteran community, we need to hold each other to a higher standard, right? Going back to the being humble. Obviously, normal is never going to happen. Like, being a normal person is not in our cards because what we did was not normal. We're not normal people. We're not wired the same. We don't think the same. And if you do, then you missed the whole point while you were going through all the training and everything else that they gave you. You missed something along the way. Or you're just that good at brain dumping everything that you learned, which I wasn't, and still am not. To this day, I still catch myself doing certain things that I did while I was in the service that don't make any friggin' sense for me to do anymore. But as a veteran community, it is our job to help each other. But it's also your job as the veteran who's potentially thinking about committing suicide to die on a different hill. Let me explain that. I don't want you to die. What I want you to do is to pick something else to focus all your freaking energy on. Like, I don't know, maybe if you went through all of these horrible things, there are other people who've been through horrible things too. Now, they could have went through the exact same thing you did, and it's going to affect you differently than it does them. But it is your job to communicate with each other and help each other out of that situation, whatever it may be. It is our duty as a community to help each other. None of this stepping on each other to get to a better place. It's not cutthroat anymore. You're not trying to get rank over the next person. Now's the time for us to be helping each other, okay? Instead of just bashing each other and shit like people freaking do. Like, we're a pretty good sized demographic, but compared to the rest of the country, we're this damn big. And yet somehow we still have a higher suicide rate than almost anything else. And that's not okay. But because of that, we should take a look inward as a community to what we are doing and what we're not doing. Now, granted, you have to go and get the help yourself. Like, that part is 100% on you. Get out of your mind and ask for help. Stop beating yourself up. You deserve a happy life. You deserve to live. Okay? So whatever it is that you've got rattling around in your head with the survivor's guilt or whatever terrible things you did, you're home, heal. Okay? Like, you owe it to yourself and everybody else that didn't make it home to fix your shit and continue on so that you can help the next person up. I can't be any more clear with any of this. Stop beating each other up. Stop tearing each other down. Start helping each other. And don't be afraid to ask for help. I don't understand why we as a veteran community and as a demographic feel the need to just not ask for help. Like, I get it. We're men and women. We served. We did a lot of cool shit. We're not doing cool shit anymore. It's fine. I used to weigh 215 pounds, and now look at me. I'm skinny shit. But you know what I'm not? I'm not an alcoholic. I still have, some nightmares, but not as bad as I used to. I don't have anxiety attacks. I don't have as bad of depressive states. And now that when I do have one, I see it, I realize it, and I fix it. I've changed whatever's going on around me that's causing me to feel that way. Get help if you need it. And I don't understand why we don't take ownership for what we play as far as all this goes, because I feel like holding ourselves accountable is probably the first step. Like, I'm not saying that all of you put yourself in a dark hole, but I know for me, I put myself there. Like, I didn't put myself there, I kept myself there. So I had whatever had happen, and after that, I'm not going to say I played the victim, but in my own mind, I did play the fucking victim. I put myself in that category. And that wasn't right. But it also led to me being an alcoholic and me having issues with every other aspect of my life because of what I was doing to myself in here. And it can be learned to turn that light switch off and move on from wherever you're at. But you got to want to do that. That's it for today.